What's poppin' YouTube? It's the Truth Files. It's Marcus. Just coming to you today because I've been doing a little bit of research on airplanes lately, and I do understand when I do see the flights and all that, how it makes zero sense how they choose to connect their flights or what they do with their flights. Like if you looked at it, their plane flight map, you would notice that nothing they're showing you would ever even work on a globe. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm basically indifferent with myself right now because I actually really enjoy airplanes, and I've only been on one in my whole life. I went to the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. But I do fascinate myself with planes quite a bit. I used to sit at Pearson, Toronto Airport and watch airplanes take off with my girl all the time. She loved it. I love it. It's just something we like to do. But when I first ever went on my first airplane, I never actually noticed that there was a fueling station for airplanes. There isn't a fueling station for airplanes. You can see the little gas pumps down there, but there's no way in hell there's enough gas under the ground inside one pump to put enough inside of an airplane. Now you do notice when you're on the airplane that there's a lot of car things driving around with your luggage and all the other shit. Well, doesn't that make sense? Have fuel pumps on deck just because you need to be able to get those luggage transport carts all the way around the whole entire friggin' terminal and airstrip, everything. The whole airport has these little cars running around. Plus they have airport security, and they have all the other personnel that work on the airport that drive their personal cars or drive company vehicles. Now let's talk about the wings. So the wings are where you're supposed to put all the fuel, correct? Well, in my experience of, let's say, just renovating a home, opening it up, making it so it doesn't have fucking 8 walls in one room. So in order for me to take down a structural wall from anybody's house, I need to now figure out what size and how long my I-beam is going to be so I can open that wall without half their house falling down. Alright, so now that you understand that, and I know you know about renovations, all of you guys know that you can't just go rip down a structure wall of your house and start building, because you know that side of your house is going to start sagging. It's all going to fall right to the ground. You know this, I know this, the babies know this, monkeys even know this. Alright, so explain to me now. So each wing on an airplane has 3 24-foot above ground swimming pools, which is equivalent to about 10,000 gallons or something of water. But then I didn't tell you about the 1/4 of a swimming pool. So you got 10,000, fucking 3,500 or some shit on each side of the wings. Times. So you have 10, 20, 30, 33.5 thousand weight in each side of the wing. Personally, the biggest part of a wing is when it touches the airplane's body. And another thing that you're not probably thinking about right now is wings also do a lot more than claim to hold fuel. Everybody knows if you sit in a window seat of an airplane and you watch the damn wings, there's mechanical arms inside the wings that move the props up and down. Helps this plane slow and all the other shit. So, where exactly is 33.5 thousand tons of fuel just sitting in an airplane? That's on each side. That's each wing. That's not just one wing. Or, that's not between both 30,000. That's just one. Excuse me. And they say they need this much fuel to get you to your destination. But now, I, myself, was like, screw this. I'm doing a little bit of research on these engines that they use on Airbus planes and any kind of passenger plane, really, because at the end of the day, some of those planes are just way too friggin' small to handle that much fuel. Like, go look at a WestJet plane. A WestJet plane isn't big. It's super small. But you're going to tell me it needs over 30,000 gallons of fuel to fly around in the sky. Okay, so anyways, we're just using that as an example. It takes 3 24-foot above ground pools and 1/4 of that pool to fill one side of the wing. The other wing, the exact same thing. So like I said, I did my research on these things, and I found a company that designs thrusters, but not to run on fuel. No, guys, not fuel at all. So basically what I've come to find is this company is actually designing thruster engines that thrust off of straight up air. The cheapest, easiest thing to get on Earth, air. If you don't believe me, just type it into Google. Compressed air thrusters for airplanes. And bam, you'll have every link in your face. Even the company that invented it. Like, unfortunately, for all of us living on this earth, I don't exactly know what this earth is. If this is us living in a simulation of somebody else acting as our character, what the fuck it is, because on Earth, you personally might think, yo, I'm here for this reason and that reason. Well, unfortunately, those reasons you think you're on Earth for are just your own thoughts. What do you really think you're here for? What do you think your purpose on Earth is for? You really think you actually have a purpose if you don't mean anything to society? Not a chance. The only thing that you mean is tax. You're a number to the system of tax. Just how the government works, people. Anyways, I'm not here taking up all your time because I don't want to waste your time, but I just know that these thrusters on the airplanes are not doing what they say they do. If you even look at the other side of a thruster, those engines don't even release exhaust. There is hot air coming out of the back of a thruster. Super hot air coming out of the back of a thruster. But what happens when you move air around too much? It's going to heat up. It's guaranteed to heat up. But you can't fit that much fuel on an airplane, guys. And me personally, I feel like we're being scammed for the simple things in life. People that can't even afford to leave the country to go and have a nice vacation with their families are being told, nope, sorry, you can't get on this airplane because you can't afford to pay our fuel cost. When you go and buy a plane ticket, you're not buying a plane ticket to your destination. You are buying a plane ticket for fuel. Each and every one of you. If you pay $3,500 for your ticket to go to Hawaii, every single person paid $3,500 for a ticket to Hawaii. Every person. Explain to me why it would cost that much money to go to one fucking destination on the planet. Just one destination on the planet. Like, if I looked at it from Canada, how much it would cost to go to Hawaii, it's about $5,000 from here. But we're not using any resources to get there except for an airplane made out of aluminum and styrofoam. Anyways, guys, if you have something to tell me in my comment section below. Make sure you hit my subscribe button, because I always just rant on things because I think we're being messed around with every day. There's not one thing on this planet that isn't being told to us that potentially is not true. Remember to smash my like button. If you didn't like the video, by all means hit the dislike button. I don't really care. This is Marcus. I'm the Truth Files. Peace out, everybody.